If you think American bikes still rule the road, think again. These Japanese machines are faster, tougher, and packed with power. Dealers know it, and riders are switching fast. The last bike on this list looks straight out of a Harley Davidson factory. Number 13. Honda Goldwing Tour DCT. Luxury and technology have never blended so seamlessly in a touring motorcycle. With over 4 decades of dominance in its category, this machine has transformed from a two-wheeled road sofa into an engineering marvel. It runs on an 1,832 cubic centimeter flat 6 engine that produces 126 horsepower and 125 pound-feet of torque. The engine is liquid-cooled and horizontally opposed, giving it a signature low vibration feel and excellent balance on the road. The bike utilizes a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission that allows seamless shifting without a traditional clutch lever. It also includes reverse and walking mode for effortless maneuvering. The braking system features dual rotors up front with 6 piston calipers and a single disc in the rear, all controlled by an advanced anti-lock braking system. Suspension comes in the form of a double wishbone front end, unique among motorcycles, and a single-sided swing arm in the rear, both of which are electronically adjustable. Despite tipping the scales at 867 pounds wet, the Goldwing feels incredibly composed even at low speeds. The seat height is 29.3 inches, making it accessible for a wide range of riders. Amenities include a 7-inch TFT screen, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, heated seats and grips, navigation, and electronic preload adjustment. It is designed for long-haul comfort but retains sharp handling and smooth throttle response, making it an absolute dream for cross-country adventures. With a starting price of $32,900, it offers top-tier features and refinement. For riders who want modern convenience, mechanical excellence, and endless comfort, this one delivers everything in a single package. These Japanese bikes are redefining performance on the road. If you're enjoying the deep dive into these incredible machines, make sure to hit like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more expert insights on the latest in motorcycle innovation. From high-tech to old-school muscle, here's a bruiser that roars louder than any V-twin. Number 12. Yamaha VMAX. There is nothing subtle about what this machine was built to do. At its core is a 1,698 cubic centimeter V4 engine that produces 174 horsepower and 113 pound-feet of torque. That kind of raw output still makes older American cruisers look like toys. With a 5-speed transmission and a shaft final drive, this muscle bike delivers relentless acceleration while maintaining steady highway manners. The braking setup features dual discs with radial mount calipers in the front and a single rear disc for strong, even stopping power. Suspension duties are handled by a conventional 43mm fork up front and a preload adjustable rear shock. The total wet weight lands at 683 pounds, and the seat height is a manageable 27.8 inches. It rides on cast aluminum wheels and includes digital instrumentation that looks old school but remains highly functional. The VMAX first made its debut back in the 1980s, but this final generation brought it roaring into the modern age with electronics and performance to rival some sport bikes. It is not a touring bike, it is not a commuter, and it does not apologize for its fuel economy. This is a brawler of a machine built for riders who want to twist the throttle and hold on tight. With its muscular styling, fat rear tire, and stretched tank design, this bike looks fast even when it is parked. Over the years, American muscle cruisers tried to match its sheer presence, but few ever came close. The final model carried a starting price of $15,999. Don't ride halfway ready. Our must-have gear list is waiting in the description below. Speaking of legends, this next beast brings race tech to the street with surprising practicality. Number 11. Kawasaki Ninja H2 Carbon. There is no mistaking what this machine was built to do. It is not subtle. It is not mild-mannered. It is a high-speed statement engineered to dominate every single inch of pavement in its path. At the heart of this beast is a 998 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine, but what sets it apart is the addition of a factory supercharger. That's right, this is one of the only production motorcycles in the world with forced induction straight from the factory. It delivers an eye-watering 228 horsepower and 98 pound-feet of torque. That's more power than most compact cars, all in a package that weighs just 538 pounds dry. The H2 Carbon is equipped with Brembo Stylema front calipers discs and a single disc at the rear. Suspension duties are handled by a telescopic fork. Its carbon fiber bodywork not only reduces weight, but improves aerodynamics at high speed. The bike also features traction control, slide control, launch control, and cornering management functions all tied together through an inertial measurement unit. Even the frame has been laser welded for surgical precision. The seat height sits at 32.7 inches, providing a fairly aggressive riding position that still allows control for seasoned riders. With a price tag starting at $56,500, it is clearly not for everyone. But for those who want the most outrageous Japanese motorcycle ever made for the street, this is it. Number 10. Suzuki GSX R1000R. When it comes to superbike performance backed by decades of dominance, this machine does not play games. It is powered by a 998 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine that delivers 201 horsepower and 87 pound-feet of torque. The motor is cooled by liquid and managed by a ride-by-wire throttle system that makes response immediate. It comes with a 6-speed transmission and a bi-directional quick shifter that allows for seamless gear changes without the clutch. Stopping power is handled by Brembo monoblock calipers gripping dual front and a single rear disc, all controlled by a lean-sensitive anti-lock braking system. Suspension is fully adjustable, featuring a Showa balance-free fork in the front and a Showa balance-free rear cushion in the back. It weighs 448 pounds wet and sits at a seat height of 32.5 inches. This is not just a track day weapon, it is packed with practical features for the road. The GSX R1000R includes advanced electronics such as 10-level traction control, a launch control system, and cornering anti-lock braking. Its full-color, thin-film transistor display provides clear information under any conditions. The aerodynamic fairing reduces wind resistance at high speeds, and the clip-on handlebars maintain aggressive rider ergonomics without being punishing for longer commutes. Adjustable engine mapping and power modes allow the rider to tailor the bike's personality to conditions and skill level. And while it was bred on the race circuit, it offers comfort and manageability that make it realistic for spirited daily riding. In the hands of experienced riders, it offers agility, power, and stability that put even some exotic brands to shame. The starting price is $18,199. From the track to the street. Now let's look at a sport tourer that can outlast any cruiser. Number 9. Kawasaki Concours 14 ABS. Long-distance riders who want a motorcycle that mixes relentless power with high-mile comfort have a solid reason to keep looking east. This machine is built on the same engine platform as Kawasaki's famous ZX14 sport bike, and it shows. It houses a 1,398 cubic centimeter inline 4-cylinder engine that produces 156 horsepower and 108 pound-feet of torque. That amount of pull and performance makes it one of the most powerful Japanese sport tourers ever built, easily outclassing most American touring bikes when it comes to acceleration, top speed, and passing power. A 6-speed transmission with slipper clutch ensures smooth shifts, while a shaft drive system minimizes maintenance and adds reliability over long hauls. The braking system includes dual front pedal-style discs with 4-piston radial-mounted calipers and a disc at the rear, all controlled by an advanced anti-lock braking system. Up front, you get a 43mm inverted fork with adjustable rebound damping and spring preload. The rear features a bottom-link horizontal backlink gas-charged shock with adjustable rebound and remote preload. All of it is mounted to a rigid monocoque aluminum frame that delivers stability at high speed. Weighing in at 699 pounds and with a seat height of 31.1 inches, it's a heavy hitter that still feels manageable for seasoned riders. A full touring setup includes integrated luggage, heated grips, and a manually adjustable windshield. The starting price is $16,999, making it a high-value powerhouse for anyone looking to mix performance with endurance. If smooth domination is your style, this next one delivers muscle in pure cruiser form. Number 8. Suzuki Boulevard M109 RBOSS. It may not be a household name for everyone, but the Boulevard line earned its stripes among riders who like their motorcycles bold, brash, and built for power. This bike is a purpose-built muscle cruiser that makes no apologies for its performance. Under the tank sits a 1,783 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled V-twin engine that delivers a crushing 128 horsepower and 118 pound-feet of torque. That's the kind of force that lets it pull ahead of most traditional cruisers with ease. A 5-speed constant mesh transmission pairs with a shaft drive system to reduce maintenance while ensuring smooth delivery of all that Torque Dual R front disc brakes with dual piston calipers and a single rear disc offers strong stopping power. Suspension is handled by an inverted 43mm front fork and a hidden single rear shock absorber with adjustable preload, giving it a sleek look without sacrificing ride quality. The M109R rolls on a massive 240mm wide rear tire, giving it serious presence and grip. It tips the scales at 764 pounds and offers a seat height of 27.8 inches. Low, long, and ready to cruise. Its aggressive styling, blacked-out engine casing, and stretch tank set it apart from the chrome-heavy traditional American look. The starting price comes in at $15,599, and for that you're getting a torque monster with custom looks straight from the factory. Still holding on to old-school cool? The next one revives a legend with new-school attitude. Number 7. Suzuki Katana 1000. There was a time when every rider knew the shape of the katana blade. Now, decades later, that silhouette is back, with sharper lines, modern tech, and the heart of a street fighter. This motorcycle delivers throwback style for old-school riders and modern power for today's demands. It is powered by a 998 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine borrowed from the legendary GSX R platform. This engine produces 147 horsepower and 78 pound-feet of torque, offering aggressive acceleration and smooth power delivery, whether you're rolling through the city or stretching out on country highways. The 6-speed transmission connects seamlessly to a ride-by-wire throttle system, allowing for precise control in all conditions. Standard traction control, a bi-directional quick shifter, and adjustable riding modes offer comfort and confidence on any road. Riders are supported by an inverted KYB fork up front and a single shock with 7-way preload adjustability in the rear. Stopping power is provided by dual front Brembo discs and a single rear disc, all managed by anti-lock braking for controlled stopping. The Katana tips the scale at 475 pounds with a seat height of 32.5 inches. Its aluminum twin-spar frame gives it both stiffness and agility, making it ideal for sweeping curves or urban traffic alike. With a cleanly integrated TFT instrument display and minimalistic bodywork, it rides as sharp as it looks. This isn't a sport bike in disguise, it's a statement, blending nostalgia with the refined power and handling expected from a modern Japanese machine. The starting price is $13,500, which places it directly in competition with many American V-twin cruisers, only with far more performance packed in. From the city streets to back roads, this next Japanese cruiser has more brains than brawn. Number 6. Honda Rebel 1100 DCT. Sometimes simplicity wins, but when it comes with real muscle and technology under the surface, it wins even louder. That's the idea behind this motorcycle, a mid-size cruiser that reimagines what a Japanese bike can be for older riders who still crave punch, comfort, and something different from the usual chrome parade. Its power plant is a 1,084 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine borrowed from Honda's Africa Twin but retuned for the street. It delivers 87 horsepower and 72 pound-feet of torque, plenty for highway passing, low-end grunt, and weekend rides without hesitation. What sets it apart is the available dual-clutch transmission. It shifts automatically or with fingertip paddles, making riding smoother and easier, especially for those who prefer to focus on the road and not the gearbox. Traditionalists can still opt for the manual version. Either way, it's a cruiser with more brains than most riders expect. The frame is tubular steel with a low-slung stance that keeps the seat height at 27.5 inches, perfect for flat-footed stops and easy maneuvering. It features standard cruise control, selectable ride modes, and anti-lock braking. Suspension comes from a conventional telescopic front fork and dual rear shocks with adjustable preload. Braking is handled by a single front disc and rear disc combo with strong stopping performance and smooth feel. Wet weight lands at just under 500 pounds, making it one of the most accessible mid-size cruisers available today. It offers old-school riding posture with new-school capability, ideal for those who want to ride longer without fighting the machine. Starting price is $9,599. Putting it in a sweet spot between stripped-down Harleys and heavier baggers. It's time to bring out the big bags. Yamaha's got something Harley fans need to see. Number 5. Yamaha Star Venture Transcontinental. You can feel the weight of tradition and engineering when you stand next to this full-size touring machine. The engine under the fairing is an air-cooled V-twin pushing 1,850 cubic centimeters. It delivers 90 horsepower and 126 pound-feet of torque, just the kind of deep grunt riders expect from a long-haul beast. Everything about this machine screams endurance, from its 6-speed transmission with overdrive and assist and slipper clutch to the integrated infotainment system built for comfort and control. The Star Venture was purpose-built for the open road, equipped with advanced rider aids like traction control, ride modes, cruise control, and linked anti-lock braking. The suspension features a telescopic fork up front with 5.1 inches of travel and a rear linkage-type setup with 4.3 inches of adjustability, ideal for smoothing out highway miles. Dual front disc brakes with 4-piston calipers and a single rear disc give it solid stopping power. Wet weight comes in at 967 pounds and the seat height sits at 27.4 inches, low enough to keep you planted at red lights yet tall enough to soak up bumps. It also comes with a smart key system, integrated USB ports, and audio controls positioned for easy use with gloves on. The ride is cushioned by a deeply padded saddle, wide bars, and large floorboards, all backed by generous wind protection from the Batwing-style fairing. Starting price is $27,999. Want something to really feel the road under you? This next ride is stripped down but still deadly. Number 4. Yamaha MT-10. It looks like a street fighter and rides like a predator. At its heart is a 1,000 cubic centimeter inline 4-engine lifted straight from the R1 sport bike, but detuned for torque and real-world punch. The MT-10 makes 160 horsepower and 82 pound-feet of torque, delivering immediate surge in every gear. Throttle-by-wire, multiple ride modes, cruise control, and a slipper clutch make it surprisingly manageable, even when it wants to launch forward. This is the kind of machine built for riders who like their bikes loud, exposed, and capable of eating up the highway without a fairing in sight. The frame is lightweight aluminum, while the suspension system includes a fully adjustable 43mm inverted fork in the front and a horizontal rear shock, also adjustable for preload and rebound. Braking is handled by dual front discs with radial mount 4-piston calipers and a single rear disc, supported by standard anti-lock brakes. The wet weight of the MT-10 comes in at 467 pounds, giving it one of the best power-to-weight ratios among street-naked bikes. It sits at a comfortable 32.9-inch seat height. Yamaha also refined the fueling and throttle response to make it more intuitive for daily use, even in traffic or urban environments. The engine note has a signature rasp that turns heads, and the compact ergonomics make it feel nimble despite the power under your right wrist. Styling is aggressive and angular, with LED lighting throughout and a sharp tail design. Starting price is $14,499. The next entry takes that fury and spreads it across open trails with a rally-bred edge. Number 3. Yamaha Tenere 700. Adventure bikes often overpromise and underdeliver, but this one has built a global reputation by doing the opposite. Designed to conquer everything from urban streets to desert dunes, this middleweight powerhouse brings real Dakar spirit to everyday riders. The engine is a 689 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled parallel twin that produces 73 horsepower and 50 pound-feet of torque. It's not just about numbers. This engine delivers smooth, reliable pull whether you're climbing rocky trails or cruising on the highway. It comes equipped with a 6-speed gearbox, and the power-to-weight ratio is exceptional thanks to a wet weight of just 452 pounds. For braking, you get dual wave-style front discs paired with a single rear disc that's 9.4 inches across. Anti-lock brakes come standard, but they can be turned off when you're off-road. The suspension system is fully adjustable with a long-travel inverted fork up front and a piggyback shock at the rear, designed to soak up hard hits without losing control. With a ground clearance of 10.2 inches and a seat height of 34.4 inches, it's a tall machine, no doubt. But that height gives it the clearance and poise to roll through mud, rocks, and ruts with ease. It's built around a lightweight tubular steel frame and fitted with 21-inch front and 18-inch rear spoked wheels wrapped in dual sport tires. The starting price is $10,499, which makes this a true high-value platform for serious riders who don't want to baby their bike. We've covered everything from raw power to cutting-edge technology. If you're loving these bikes like this video, drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the next game-changing release. Not every warrior rides tall, some glide low and strike hard. Here's a cruiser made for intimidation. Number 2. Kawasaki Vulcan 1700 Vaquero. Japanese engineering meets American road style in this commanding bagger built to go head-to-head with heavyweight V-twin cruisers. The engine is a 1,710 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled V-twin that puts out 74 horsepower and 136 pound-feet of torque. That torquey number is no joke. It hits low in the rev range, giving you immediate road-ripping pull in any gear. This machine weighs in at 845 pounds, wet, and comes with a 6-speed transmission linked to a carbon-reinforced belt final drive. That setup keeps the ride smooth and reduces maintenance while delivering that classic cruiser feel. The suspension uses a 45mm front fork with 5.5 inches of travel and dual air-assisted shocks in the rear. For braking, you're looking at dual front discs with 4-piston calipers and a single rear disc, all backed by standard anti-lock braking system for added safety during aggressive stops or wet weather. Riders get a wide sculpted seat that's built for long-distance comfort, plus a frame-mounted fairing that reduces wind buffeting at highway speeds. Add to that integrated hard saddlebags, a built-in audio system, cruise control, and an analog-digital gauge cluster, and this becomes a cross-country machine that checks all the boxes. The styling leans bold with blacked-out pipes, chrome accents, and aggressive angles that give it undeniable road presence. The starting price is $18,999, which places it squarely in the upper cruiser class. But the spec sheet and comfort levels justify every penny for riders looking to dominate long stretches of American road. You've seen muscle, speed, and touring might. Now meet a bike that blends all three into one final thunderclap. Number 1. Honda Valkyrie F6C. There is something unmistakable about a cruiser that doesn't follow the rules, and this one made its own. At the heart of this stripped-down powerhouse is an 1,182 cubic centimeter flat-six engine. Liquid-cooled and engineered for long-haul torque, it delivers 104 horsepower and 110 pound-feet of torque, giving riders a wave of effortless power that simply never runs out. Instead of the usual V-twin rumble, this one purrs with mechanical precision, but don't be fooled. When you roll on the throttle, it snarls like a beast that doesn't need to prove itself. This machine tips the scale at 754 pounds in running order, but it carries that weight low thanks to its horizontally opposed engine. The braking system features dual discs with 4 piston calipers up front and a single disc at the rear. Suspension comes in the form of a 45mm telescopic fork in the front and a Pro-Link rear setup with a single shock and adjustable preload. It offers a low seat height of 28.1 inches, making it accessible while still maintaining an assertive road presence. The styling is aggressive with sculpted side panels, minimal bodywork, and a chopped rear fender that gives it a custom look straight from the factory. With a shaft-driven transmission and a 5-speed gearbox, the ride is smooth and confident at any speed. The Valkyrie is not just a cruiser, it's a declaration. This bike challenged the entire V-twin culture when it launched, and even today it turns heads and converts doubters with every mile. The starting price is $17,999, making it a true heavyweight in every category: power, prestige, and performance. As we've seen today, the tides are shifting. These Japanese bikes aren't just pushing boundaries, they're setting new standards. So what do you think about this? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in. If you want more breakdowns on what's next in the motorcycle world, make sure to like and subscribe. Stay connected. The revolution is just beginning.